Last night, I had a night terror. I don't know if any of you have night terrors, but I have them fairly regularly, a couple of times a week, where I wake up absolutely terrified and I don't know where I am. I don't even know what century it is. And sometimes I'm speaking in French or German or Russian or Japanese. And I am absolutely terrified. And I have to go find a light and put a light on. Last night I had my worst night terror I can remember. It was really bad. I was here in the boat, sleeping in the berth here, right here. Right here I was like this. Here we are. Like this. You see, I've built an arch here. I've built a little arch. And through there is the boat. The rest of the boat is through there. And I'm here in my bedroom. In my little berth. And I woke up. And I didn't know where I was. I didn't even know I was on a boat, really, to be honest. I just knew I was in this room, wherever this is. And that it was dark. But this phone that you're looking at now, this phone was on because I had had it playing some YouTube nonsense when I had gone to sleep, and the screen was still quite bright, so there was enough light from the screen to sort of illuminate this. And I think the phone must have been down there because it even illuminated a little bit of this room back here. Now, because of how afraid I was, I looked around this corner here, and I looked into the back of the boat. You see the door at the end there? There were two people sitting by that door. I think it was a woman and a girl, I think, in clothing from 150 years ago. And there was a man just about here where this light is. He was walking this way, and he was half see-through. He was darkly clad, but he was half see-through. I could see him absolutely perfectly sharp and clear, looking right round like this. He was right there. He was walking towards me, but he was walking towards me in super slow motion. Perfectly smooth, slow motion. So I knew that I had a minute or more before he would actually come to get to the arch here, to my bedroom. I came back to here, and he had been dressed in a American war uniform, a War of Independence uniform, and I knew that his name was Captain Barnaby or Barnabus. There was a symmetry about his uniform, like a tunic, squared off edges, tunic-y thing. Then his trousers were a slightly different colour again, and not many buttons, long boots. So it was broken up into this square kind of uniform. One of those little square caps that they used to have. Not a cap like this, but more square. Where they had a badge on the front, a metal badge with a rifle pointing to the left. And he had the same badge on his belt. On his belt buckle was the same, he had a rifle pointing to the left. A couple of buttons here, the jacket was kind of undone, meant to be undone, I think. I think that's how the jacket was made. And he was looking right at me. He had a black beard. Not very long. A short, full black beard. And his eyes were steely and shiny. Steely grey eyes. He was looking right at me. but in slow motion, as if he was trapped in another time. I could see through him. So I could see the people at the back as well. I can't remember how transparent they were, but he was see-through, but not glowing see-through. He was dark and see-through. There was very little light there, and I stared and stared and stared at him, thinking that if I stared long enough, I'd wake up and not be seeing him, but he was clear as crystal in front of me, this far away, walking towards me in this slow motion. And I came back to here so that he was there. Absolutely petrified. There's nowhere you can go. There's nowhere you can go, okay? And I looked around again and he was still there. He was still there, closer. But thinner. He was starting to fade away. So I came back to the bed. I don't remember if I looked around a third time, but I had a terrible pain in my chest, and I thought maybe this night terrors are going to kill me tonight. They're actually going to kill me tonight. But if I'm released from this absolute petrifying fear, maybe that wouldn't be so bad. And I just thought, I wonder how people will think I died. Or what killed me. They'll just think I died in my sleep of a heart attack. Well, I didn't. I died because Captain Barnabus was marching towards me, scaring the living shit out of me. Night terrors. If you get night terrors, I'd be interested to know, because I've never really spoken to anyone about this, about my night terrors. And also, if you're one of my American friends and you know who this Captain Barnabus or Captain Barnaby is, if that's a figure you've heard of, or a figure from mythology, American mythology or whatever, or maybe a real person, I'd be really interested to know. Okay. I'm signing off. I'll catch you all later. Sleep well. Sweet dreams.